arrested in the Cayman Islands. That was my.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
And this all happened in 1 month.
What happened in the Cayman Islands?
This is on me, but I brought a CBD joint in my bag. I didn't even do it on purpose. It was like I had like a leftover CBD joint that I bought in a grocery store in like the back of my purse. And then they really search your bag. Like they search your bag. She's like taking out my vibrator. I'm like, girl, put that away in the middle of the airport. Like they search your bag. And she was like, do you have any?
It's happened a bunch of times.
Yeah.
When I'm in New York, we do sometimes tape podcasts in New York when I'm there, and we do them at Sirius XM, which is in Midtown, right across from Rockefeller Center, my old stomping ground. And I'll go into the lobby, and there have been a couple of times where, there was one time in particular where there were a bunch of young women who I think were waiting to gather to go to lunch. And they saw me and they came over, they said, can we get a selfie? And I said, sure. And I just started chatting with them about how's it going? What's up? And gave them a little bit of advice, probably like the advice I gave you, because I'm constantly lecturing young people. But at one point, some of the women started talking about, oh my God, I'm so old. And I said, how old are you? And they're like, we're 28. And I wasn't eating anything, but I started choking on imaginary food. So I was doing a spit take with no water. I was like, you're 28 and you're talking about how old you are? And I forgot. That just sounds insane to me right now. But I do remember getting out of college, moving out to LA, turning 23, then turning 24 and thinking, oh my God, it's over for me.
It's so over.
And so I basically yelled at these people and said, you have no idea how young you are. But I know that, your character has her 28th birthday and it's kind of traumatic. And I think, what?
What is the Saturn returns?
It's like 3 years, but there's like a period in it. It's different. It happens sometime between 27 and 30. And it's basically like your reckoning of like, I feel like it shakes up your life, which is why I'm interested to hear like if you can remember something from the end of your 20s.
You bet I can. Yeah. You bet I can.
I'm guessing it's your Saturn return because it shakes everything up. And then like, you go through a breakup or you lose a job or you blah, 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 whatever, something chaotic. And by the way,
I've got a huge one.
Can't freaking wait. But it's like, you feel like
she said that in a way like, please don't ever tell me.
No, I
can't fucking wait. Shut up. Go ahead. That's okay. It's okay.
No, I was just saying it's like, it happens to everyone, but it feels like it's only happening to you. And then it lands you where you're meant to be.
Oh.
Is kind of, but tell me your story.
It's so simple, which is I'm 29.
Okay.
I'm a writer-producer on The Simpsons. Everything should be good, but I think, no, I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Yes.
Something else is supposed to happen.
Gut, it feels weird.
I just was, and I remembered my agent at the time saying, well, you could get an overall deal to be at The Simpsons for 5 more years. And you could make, and I was like, no, I can't take that because something's supposed to happen.
Yes.
One of the crazier things in show business happens, which is David Letterman doesn't get the Tonight Show and he suddenly announces, I'm leaving, which no one thought he would do.
Yeah.
And suddenly NBC doesn't have a late night show at 12:30. They don't know what to do because this is back before the internet. Yeah. So today they would look at 700.
They would go, TikTok.
There'd be a million people who were viable and there'd be 900 hours of everybody.
Yeah.
But they don't have that.
Yeah.
And these jobs back then, there were 2 late night talk shows. That's it.
Yeah.
Or just at that point, it was just 1 or maybe 2. And the main guy, David Letterman, has left or is leaving, announces he's leaving soon in a couple of months.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. So NBC says, well, we got to keep the affiliates in line. Let's just get Lorne Michaels to decide. And that calms everybody down. Like, oh, good, Lorne Michaels, Saturday Night Live. He'll figure it out. Lorne goes looking. It's a long story, but cut to him just in a room saying, there was this writer who worked for us who's got something. Conan O'Brien. And they're like, what? And I do an audition. I'm so loose in the audition because I think I'll never get this.
Yeah.
And then one thing leads to another. They say, no, it's going to be Gary Shandling. It'll never be you. And then suddenly they go, it's him. And they call me. I'm in the basement of The Simpsons. And they say, you're going to take over this massive job. There's no footage of you. Everything I'd ever done was on stage.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I don't even have a headshot. And everyone freaks out. And that's what happened.
That's a pretty common Saturn return.
Yeah.
Most people.
Yeah.
But that was how I, and that all happened. The audition, everything happened when I was 29.
Yeah.
And then I I'm waiting to hear back, and I have my 30th birthday in my LA apartment on Weatherly. And then a couple of days after my 30th birthday,
you get the call.
I get the call.
Yeah.
That your life's
Saturn
changed.
Not The Simpsons, but you have your stuff where you feel like, okay, I've got my thing, I know what I'm doing, and then just all of a sudden, like, something feels wrong, and you're like, I don't know what it is, and you sort of like sit in something feeling wrong for like 2 years or a year, whether it be a relationship or being like, I'm not quite doing, like, I'm doing what I want to be doing, but I'm not doing it all the way, or I need whatever. And like, you have to make that leap. Like, I don't know if when you said, I'm not doing an overall deal at The Simpsons, your agent said, you're a fucking idiot.
He did say that.
Okay, awesome. And it's like, because you're like, I don't have the next job. I don't know what it is. I feel something. For me, like, I think it was like the jump of fully stepping into a creator role on my own. It's really scary. I think I've always felt insecure in myself as like a writer on my own. I just, in general, I feel like I'm like, I feel like I'm a good like pep talker, cheerleader. I get to-do lists done, but I never really thought like I'm that talented. In general, I think I'm just like more of a hard worker than I am talented.
But that's how everybody feels.
I think being hardworking is a good part of it.
No, but that's how I would have. I mean, everybody has that.
Yeah.
I don't. That's just so common.
Yeah.
That I always thought that, well, I get by because I work.
Because I
can outwork anybody, and I do my homework.
Yeah.
And then it was a long time, and look, all these years later, I still have those days.
Yeah.
We all have that. When you show me someone who is an artist of any kind, and they have no insecurity, and they have no doubt, and they have no fear, I think I have no interest in seeing their art. None.
Yeah.
I just have none.
But it's scary, and it's like there's a difference between being in someone else's thing and being a part of it and knowing like, well, if it doesn't go well, I can say, hey, I'm just the actor, or like, I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I had no control. To step into a role where you're like, oh, if people hate this, they hate me. Like, not actually, but kind of. Like, I'm like, I'm like, it's like, my name. I'm like, it's me. I'm naked in it. I wrote it. I'm like, it's very vulnerable. And so while I was in the process of waiting to see if the show got picked up, I had like done the pilot. I was waiting to see if the show got picked up.
This is HBO. You're waiting to hear from HBO.
This is from HBO. And I am like having to say no to other things. And it's really scary because I'm like, I don't know if the show is happening. I don't know if I'm good enough. I go through a breakup. I get arrested in the Cayman Islands. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
And this all happened in 1 month.
What happened in the Cayman Islands?
This is on me, but I brought a CBD joint in my bag. I didn't even do it on purpose. It was like I had like a leftover CBD joint that I bought in a grocery store in like the back of my purse. And then they really search your bag. Like they search your bag. She's like taking out my vibrator. I'm like, girl, put that away in the middle of the airport. Like they search your bag. And she was like, do you have any drugs on you? And I was like, I do not have drugs on me. So then I was like, why would I have drugs? But then I didn't know CBD was also illegal. So then she finds a CBD. What? So then I got in trouble for lying about the drugs.
The Cayman Islands is the hub of white collar crime, and they bust you for a CBD joint?
That's insane.
They took my phone away. Shout the fuck out, Claire, my assistant who's out there. You met her. She thought I was kidnapped. So they take my phone and my passport. I'm in jail for like 5 hours. Nothing. Claire thinks I've been kidnapped because she's calling the hotel. She's like, has anyone seen Rachel? Some people at the hotel had seen me getting into an unmarked white van. So then Claire, which is how they take people to jail there.
What the fuck?
And so then Claire's like, she's been kidnapped. So then Claire's like calling the embassy.
This is a good assistant because Sona, in the same situation, if they said, we've heard reports that Conan's gone, he's not at his hotel, he's been taken in a white van, you'd be like, all right, well, let me know.
Yeah.
Hit the clubs. I'm hitting the clubs.
Yeah.
I'll be like, is the joint okay?
And tell me more about this
Did they throw
joint.
that away? Can they mail it back?
They should send that back to us.
That's evidence. I might need to look at that.
I should look at that.
Keep him. Give me the joint.
Give
Were
me
you
the
scared
job.
or were you pretty confident?
I was scared. I think I was also just having a breakdown in my life where I was literally like, I don't have a show. I just turned down these other like jobs. I am like in the middle of a breakup with my boyfriend and now I'm in jail.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second. I was just like, I got really freaked out where I was like, I was crying in there and then I started telling the girl about my breakup and it was just all, anyways, Claire called my lawyers and they knew a lawyer in the Cayman Islands who came and got me out of jail.
Oh, wow.
So it was all fine. I just had to apologize on camera and get a mugshot and I do have a record there.
Wow.
It's okay.
I love it.
This is-
I mean,
I know. I
it's
wanted
badass.
It's badass. I wanted the picture so bad. I was like, please send me the mugshot. They did let me put on makeup for the mugshot, which was, I thought, really sweet. I was like, I've been traveling, I'm sweating. She was like, you can go into your bag for mascara. But that was all like in 1 month. And then I got back from the Cayman Islands and the show got picked up.
That's great.
And then it was my birthday. My 29th birthday. So mine maybe came a little earlier than yours, but now I just had my 30th birthday right before the show comes out. So it's very like, it feels like, I don't know, it feels like a very like mystical time where everything is like shifting and whatever, but I felt so out of control
Yeah.
that whole time. And I was like, I don't know why. I just feel like I have to trust.
Yeah.